The Peace Pavilion, the Two-Way Terrace. This is a story about three monkeyteers who arrive at a beautiful retreat promising peace, only to discover that each also wants everything arranged his own way. Their 31st miracle-minded adventure begins when they notice that wanting peace and wanting control may be two different decisions. The three monkeyteers climbed a hill toward a pavilion overlooking the sea. A sign read, "Welcome to the Peace Pavilion. Choose peace," Spider Monkey smiled. Finally, no problems. Squirrel Monkey adjusted the leather pouch beneath his cape. Promising. Howler Monkey nodded. As long as the pavilion is organized properly. At the entrance stood three paths. One led through a flower garden. One followed a shaded stream. One climbed to a sunny terrace. Spider pointed toward the stream. That way. Squirrel unfolded his map. The garden is shorter. Howler raised his hand. The terrace has the best view. Clearly we go there. They stared at one another. Spider said, "I want peace." "So do I," said Squirrel. Howler smiled. "Excellent. Then we agree on the terrace." "We do not," said both monkeys. They tried choosing by vote. Spider voted stream. Squirrel voted garden. Howler voted terrace. "Three-way tie," said Squirrel. Howler frowned. "Then we vote until I win." Spider crossed his arms. "That does not sound peaceful." Howler sighed. "I want peace and I want my way." The pavilion bell rang. Dong, a sign flipped over. "Two goals selected." Spider blinked. "What does that mean?" Inside were three cushions. Spider wanted the one near the window. Squirrel wanted the one beside the table. Howler wanted the largest. Dong, two goals selected. By afternoon they were exhausted. Spider paced. "This peaceful place is stressful." Squirrel nodded. "Every time something isn't how I want it, peace disappears." Howler pointed toward the sea. "The ocean is also too loud." Spider stared. "You want the ocean adjusted?" "Just slightly." The leather pouch bumped Squirrel's side. "Pouch time." Howler sighed. "I suspect the paper will oppose my preferences." Squirrel drew a folded slip. Spider opened it. The paper read, "If you say you want peace but insist that everything happen your way, you may not yet have decided what you truly want." The three became quiet. Spider looked outside. "I said I wanted peace, but I also wanted to be right." Squirrel nodded. "So did I." Howler lifted a finger. "And I wanted the terrace because it was objectively superior." "Dong." Howler lowered his finger. "Fine." They sat quietly. Spider said, "Maybe peace isn't one more thing on my list." Squirrel looked thoughtful. "If peace is what I really want, every preference doesn't have to become a battle." Howler frowned. "So I can have preferences?" "Of course," said Spider, "but preference and demand aren't the same thing." At sunset, the caretaker asked, "Where would you like dinner?" Spider started, then stopped. "I'd enjoy the stream, but I'm willing to join you anywhere." Squirrel nodded. "The garden sounds nice, but peace matters more." Howler looked toward the terrace. Everyone waited. Howler sighed dramatically. "I released the terrace." Dong! A new sign appeared. "One goal remembered." "How insulting," said Howler. They laughed. The caretaker smiled. "You may be interested to know that all three paths meet at the same dining terrace." The monkeyteers stared. Spider burst out laughing. "We were fighting over entrances?" "All afternoon?" said the caretaker. They walked together through the garden. Halfway there, rain began. Spider looked toward the stream path. "Good thing we didn't choose mine." Squirrel pointed at the muddy flowers. "Mine wasn't perfect either." Howler smiled. "The terrace?" Both monkeys looked at him. "I was going to say I no longer care." At dinner, Howler ate fruit from a wooden plate. "Peace survived," said Spider. "Barely," Howler smiled. Squirrel tucked the slip back into the pouch. "Monkey mind says I want peace, and I want my way." Spider added, "Then every preference becomes a condition." Howler nodded. "Miracle mind asks which goal I actually want." Squirrel looked toward the sea. "And when peace is the goal, we can still choose without making happiness depend on getting our way." Howler lifted his wooden plate. "I may even survive ordinary tableware." Spider laughed. "Miracles everywhere." The three monkeyteers tossed their feathered hats into the air and cheered together, one for all and all for one, and then they shouted, "Love all, for all is love."